Welcome to Kicking It with KALEEM, fam. This is my opening, bringing my private circle into a public sphere. This is what I do, what I've always done intimately, and now I'm just expanding and broadening my circle to be inclusive, totally inclusive, and not exclusive. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a poet, I'm a philosopher, and deeply spiritually grounded person. And from my life history and my life trek, I have a tremendous story, and I wish to share, insights on not just my personal, but on our collective trek, trial, and the delivery and liberation of our condition. And I hope to help to be one to facilitate that, to hasten the facilitation of that process, which is delivery. Uh, I've been holding for a long time. I told people that I'm pregnant, and if my water bursts, it'll be a tsunami. So, on that note, let me get some of this off my chest, the stuff that I've been holding, because there's about to be a explosion, But if it's going to be explosion, let it be directed, intentional and purposeful, so that we can benefit from what I've been holding for so long. Right? So let's go into it. For example, stay and don't play, and how this is relevant today. I wrote this in the 80s, in the mid to late 80s, and let's see how relevant this is today. Stay and don't play. If you really want to know what's cool, stay in school. No one got a PhD by being a fool. Malcolm didn't learn to speak in a week or by hanging on a corner popping trash in the street. He spoke with an eloquence you've never heard because he memorized the dictionary, word for word. Einstein didn't come up with E equals MC squared by trying to be a player. We spend so much time trying to enhance our looks. Why not spend even more time romancing the books? We need people to rewrite the facts about history. How can we do it if it's a mystery? Just laying up and having sex is child's play. If this is all that you can do, learn a new way. Science states that the only thing that's constant is change. Well, then it's time to expand the mental range. The only thing faster than the speed of light is thought. Education is the memorization of that which is taught. So if you desire to elevate, then gravitate towards those who are of a conscious state. Knowledge is the lost property of the one who has found it, while wisdom is the method of the one who expounds it. And building are the results of those who apply. And there's no limits to the sky. Why don't we learn the facts concerning prophecy so we can teach the children of their stolen legacy? We were engineers who constructed great pyramids. Now we've been reduced to making urban housing bids. Deoxyribonucleic acid carries memory. Anthropologists rig their own cranial cavity. Since they don't teach this subject in the university, it's time we investigate this further collectively. I'm not saying that anyone is the worst man, but don't try to tell me I'm not born of the first man. It's quite evident that somebody lied. All I want to know is what you're trying to hide. Napoleon went so far as to cut off the nose of the Sphinx. These are necessary clues and important links. It's high time that we make the world fess up so we can clean this mess up. And the synopsis in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is if you're not in school, study. And if you're in there, stay. Stay and don't play. Now, that was written in the 80s. How relevant is that today? We look at the situation that we're in. It's imperative that we collectively seek the knowledge of our history and grow that knowledge and understanding of what has been denied us. We have been so denied. The reason why we have such self-hatred and self-loathing because we don't know who and what we are. We don't know who and what we are. So the first stage is self-investigation, self-exploration. Really get to know ourselves, do the science, do the history, do the backdrop. Let's do it together. There's a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of knowledge for our edifice, that will raise us. But we have to do it together. We have to be concerted and sincere. The most important thing is to be sincere.